end this because it's that serious. We're dealing with humanity here. And at this point, we can't afford to continue to work with individuals who just don't care for their constituents.
That is Jonathan Butler, who was on day 5 of a hunger strike in Columbia. He met with the football players. The football players have agreed to take up his cause. No Missouri football. They want the president of the campus fired. Talking about this is Daniel Wynn with ABC 17 KMIZ. Good morning, Daniel Wynn.
Hey, good morning, McGraw. How are you?
Great. Tell us what racially insensitive things were happening on campus that has so upset this group.
Oh, McGraw, it all started. Let me start you from the very beginning. It started probably about 8-10 weeks ago, and these students, they were preparing for homecoming, and it happened in a quad. There were a group of students, this Concerned Student 1950 group. They were doing some kind of a skit, and they ended up, they were out there late at night, and a student walked across the campus and yelled a racial slur at them. The next day was homecoming, and they decided to go out, and they decided to get in front of President Tim Wolf's car. They did. They blocked the car for about 15 minutes. They yelled Black Power in front of his car, and that's what all set it off. They have since been just, it's a little confusing because they're mad at him for something basically he didn't do. I've still been trying to find out, did Tim Wolf break any rules? Did he commit any kind of wrongdoing? And journalistically, no, the man has not broken any rules that we can find. They're mad because he did not talk to them in the parade. But a lot of people on social media are blasting this group, saying, why would Tim Wolf come out and say anything? A group of 10, 15, 20 people get out and stop your car in the middle of a parade route. You're probably not going to be very comfortable talking to them and having an open dialogue in front of 400 people standing along a parade route at one little corner in downtown Columbia. The police were called, and basically the police told them, hey, you're going to be arrested. If you don't leave right now, you're going to be arrested for disturbing whatever.
Daniel Wynn with us. Daniel, I want to get to now, over the weekend, this Jonathan Butler seems like had some type of meeting with some football players and got the football players to agree with these other protesters.
Well, he wasn't gaining a lot of traction. National news had virtually ignored this. We've covered it locally here and there. It hasn't been a huge story, but then, yeah, you get the football team in, and you want to bring the school to its knees because they think, oh, well, there's a lot of money involved, and this is kind of a power play. This is their power play here in town, and if you get the football team behind you, this has become a big mess really, really quick.
Okay, from what my understanding is that Gary Pinkel supports the African American football players who have stopped going to practice.
Well, that's what we've been led to believe as well. They put out a statement saying that the MU athletic department supports their right to protest. Well, I don't know if you've checked social media lately, McGraw, but people are going insane. The community on social media, comparing this to extortion and blackmail, because they say these are students. Who's running the school here? The students or the administration? Because first and foremost, they're saying these kids should be here for an education. Maybe after they get their education, they can go change things. But people are questioning right now, is the football team in charge of the school, or can the football coach oust the president? That's even more important.
I have a quick question. How many incidents have actually happened? Do we know?
Well, we have the one confirmed with the kid yelling the racial slur. We have that one confirmed. MU police did actually investigate that one, and they found the kid. Now, there are a couple of others. There's one where there was a swastika drawn with human feces. It was drawn on a dorm wall. We don't know who did it. We don't know if it was a student. But police are they're doing what they can. It's just very, very, you have 30 plus thousand kids on this campus. And it's very hard to pinpoint, who did that in the middle of the night or whenever.
Daniel Wynn with us, ABC 17 reporter down in Columbia. Daniel, as of now, the football team doesn't exist, right? They're not practicing. There's no game. There's nothing that's going, right?
McGraw, this is a complete mess. And people are saying, what kind of a precedent does this set for the other athletes right now? They have walked out. We can only assume that they are still getting their scholarships at this point, and they've kind of hijacked, if you will, the season. Right now, their coach is supporting them, so he's saying, there's no need to come to practice. Yesterday, they were walking out of their cafeteria, and one of the students actually did talk to the media. A lot of them did not, but he said, the coach called off practice.
Were they using?
This is resolved.
Were they using their athletic cafeteria?
They were, and they were carrying out some pretty nice looking baked potatoes.
That's really interesting. So we won't practice, but we'll eat with the athletes. Daniel Wynn, ABC 17 KMIZ anchor. Daniel, thanks, and we'll be checking in throughout this ordeal. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks, McGraw.
657 KTRS.
6 in 10 of retired U.S. workers